Obviously, we were just saying, first time we've spoke. How are you settling into life in Shrewsbury?
Yeah, good. Listen, it's obviously been a tough start, but I've enjoyed it. It's a lovely place. The club's a great club. So yeah, we probably haven't got off the start that we wanted in terms of on the pitch, but off the pitch, brilliant, lovely people, great club, like I said, really family orientated. It's got good morals, I think. So yeah, enjoying it up to now.
Yeah, it was a big summer of change as well. Loads of new faces in at the club. Obviously, Michael Appleton's first full season. How is that all kind of bonding together?
Yeah, I think it's probably evident of that in terms of there has been change in terms of the club coming down, and essentially as a new manager. I know he was obviously there towards the end of last year, but new players. So yeah, it takes time. You know, sometimes not lucky, but sometimes it just clicks sooner rather than later. And for us up to now, it hasn't. So it's been tough. It's been tough. But I think as long as we keep doing the right things and we stay strong as a group, especially, I think we'll be fine.
Is that what you think it is? You've got the potential, the bits and pieces are there, it's just putting it all together? Yeah,
I think so. I think it stems from a player recruitment point of view and the boys we've had here. There's certainly more than enough in the squad. I think boys who play at higher levels, boys who play at maybe lower levels, but are eager to prove themselves. So I think it's not a question of what we've got in the building. Like I said, it's been a tough period for the football club. And I think it is what it says on the tin. It's not easy to get out of that, I think, at times, and we're just trying to find a way. I always say, probably trying to find a way to win, and that's sometimes the easiest and the hardest thing to do in football, and we just probably haven't found our way yet. But like I said, then fully expect us to do so sooner rather than later.
How's morale based on the results?
Yeah, I think it always gets dramatised probably from the outside, and listen, it's not nice and it's not happy and jolly all the time, but nor should it be. I think there's definitely a realism within the team, which I think is a positive. I don't think there's any I think people understand the situation that we're in, which is good. I don't think it's getting to us again, which I think is good. So no, yeah, it's good. It's strong. It's happy, I think.
You joined the club. You're only 26, but you've played a lot of games in League One and League Two. Do you think that's helped you settle in?
Yeah, I think so. I think I always probably touching it as I've got older with them experience of played in a couple of different countries, different levels, different managers. So I think it's something you learn from and you add to probably in your football life and your private life, and it probably sets you in good stead. I've had promotions, I've had relegation, so I know probably both sides of the coin a little bit. So I think I'd like to think anyway I'm probably good in this situation and can offer a bit of insight at times. I've probably played at level League 2 longer than I'd like to as well, so I understand it and what it requires, as do other boys. So hopefully I offer a bit of insight and a bit of advice maybe.
Based on that, have you found yourself kind of taking up a more senior role in the team?
I think I do that naturally. I think that's naturally within me. Maybe the way I've raised, or just something that's come to fruition in myself. But one thing I would say again is in terms of probably what we've recruited in terms of the ability side, in terms of you obviously got Clewy, plays at massive level, Boiler, he's that type of personality. We have John, who's captain, myself, even Sangi to an extent is vocal and he'll say his opinions, hopefully in a positive way. So yeah, I don't think that's an area of concern. Whereas, listen, I think like where results maybe you could say is, I think that in terms of it being a strong group with strong men or strong players within it, I don't think that's an area of concern really.
You spoke about results, and obviously conceding goals is a concern.
Yeah.
How are you going about trying to change that?
Yeah, I just think for me, this is my personal opinion, and I think it's such a collective thing. I think if you look at what we're doing, we're not scoring enough and we're probably conceding too many, and it's not a blame game. They massively link. I think it is still just a case of probably going back to basics. I think that's something that's worked for me in the individual, kind of just stripping it back from a personal point in my game. You probably take less risks at time, and you play your game a little bit more simpler. And you give yourself a base where you have a Barnet game, or you grind a win out, and then you can build off the back of that. I think, like I said, sometimes football is the easiest game in the world, and it can be the hardest game in the world. And I think at the moment we're probably making it harder for ourselves in certain moments, definitely. with conceding the first goal. I know the gaffer speaks massively about it. It is huge. Goals change games. But like I said, I think there's enough experience and quality in that back line, in that midfield, that kind of we will find that way to win, and hopefully concede a few less goals.
Is it also about how, I guess, you react to if you do go behind, concede the first goal, how you then react to that?
Yeah, it's massive. Listen, I don't know the stats, so I'm plucking it out thin here, but I'd imagine the amount of goals in games in League Two is high. So it is very much a league of outscoring your opponent. I think it makes it easier, of course, if you concede less, and certainly if you don't concede first. So yeah, I think every good team is based off a solid defence, and I think, like I said, we have got that. It is probably just finding a way to the balance between being more aggressive going forward and trying to shore it up at the back, which we're doing. We work tirelessly in terms of video and outside in terms of extras or the sessions that we're putting on. We are working on it. Like I said, I do really believe it is more when, if not if.
The head coach has tried out different formations, back 5, back 4. What do you say suits your game the best?
I think a broader opinion on formations is they are important, and I think the higher up you go, they become so right. I think you look at obviously Guardiola and all that. I think the praise for the kind of formations and that within that, I do think at a lower level like ours, which it is less formation probably guided. Not to say it's not important. I think definitely from when I entered League Two to what it is now, it's definitely more tactical. There's more analysis, but I think the level really is moments in terms of probably mistakes are probably more at this level. And then to answer your question, not fussed, to be honest with you. Again, I try and not think about it too much. I've played left for 3, middle for 3, right for 3, right back. I played centre mid. So yeah, the manager puts me up front. I'll be happy. I think whatever can help the team, I'll play. I
know it's something that journalists always harp on about formations and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it more important maybe when you haven't got the ball, when you're defending, to either cover or kind of know where you are?
Yeah, I think different formations you get different outcomes from it. I think a 3 is probably coming to the game because you can have more defenders on the pitch at times, and in a strange sort of way have more attackers. So yeah, the manager has always said since I've come in anyway, this is the way we're going to do it at the moment. It's not set. You can see in terms of we've changed from a 2 sit into a 2 and a 10. We've had 1 up front, 3 up top. So like I said, I think you can become obsessed with tactics at times. I think the best tactics you can have, sounds daft, is to work hard and to work for each other. So I think, yeah, I'll leave all that side probably to the manager. He's probably a bit better at that.
How's your ankle? Bit of a knock before the Dons game.
Alright. Rolled it at Harrogate, which was annoying because the fact that I come off a pitch with an rolled ankle is annoying. But yeah, alright. It's part and parcel of a 46 game season.
Barrow tomorrow and another opportunity.
Yeah, definitely that's what it is. I think we were Saturday, Tuesday where we a lot initially. So I think without getting the win, it can kind of not spiral, but before you know it, you're 9 games in and you're not where you want to be. So it's been good to have the break. We've had a good week's training, as we always do. To be fair, the gaffer sets us up really well, very detailed in what he's saying. So yes, we'll go there. Listen, Barrow's another one that they used probably Barrow as a place as their advantage, similar to Harrogate, similar to Aki's. First thing you do when you go there is you work hard and you win your battle. It probably goes back to the tactical question a little bit in terms of, I think whoever wins them games does the basics and does the hard work, probably simple. But yeah, like I said, there's a good feeling to go there and win a game of football.
Perfect, thank you.
Cheers, thank you.